Yeah, the Celts will reform, I suppose. We'll do that next turn, I suppose. And this army is
Commander.
slowly but surely forming. And how about the Britannia army? That
Commander.
one is, that one's pretty much ready. It's short one man, or
As
one
you
slot,
command.
but we'll send them out anyways.
We cannot do that. Disembarking now.
And for these dignitaries, we'll get them the, some more of the
What
we'll
do
get
you
them
wish of
armed
me?
with the propaganda trait, or any more zeal, if possible. And this guy will actually, I think that these people will actually come over here to spread our zeal, or spread our culture. And this force too, the gladiators also need to just kind of get their butts moving, so we'll send them over here. And I think I will fight a naval battle for once, so we're going to fight this fleet
Prepare for battle!
with our land fleet, as odd as it sounds. But it's kind of weird how they made the transport ships inside the game.
Leave none alive!
So yeah, I think I'll fight a regular, like this land battle as is, like that. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to show you guys just kind of like why I don't really fight the naval battles, and how the naval battle system is kind of weak now that they have armies being more autonomous, with the whole they can transform into a boat type of thing. Mainly it's because of the, like you can transform, like the boat sizes are small, they have like 80 people on them, except for that Egyptian boat. That one I was very interested in that singular Egyptian boat, simply because it was really big, and it had full capacity, bigger than a regular military squad, so that one was definitely interesting. So we're going to pull those guys back, keep the knights in the front, and the reason naval battles are kind of weird is that your legionary or your infantry boats, your infantry transports, typically carry more soldiers than the actual naval assault boats. So with that said, I mean, if you're not ramming the enemy, especially if you're fighting one of these early game fleets, or rather the AI never seems to tech up their fleets, so they'll typically have like this rating setup where all of the boats will have the prefix word rating inside their name, or pursuit in this case. They'll generally be filled with javelin men and stuff like that, and they don't have the ramming potential of most heavy boats. So with that said, I mean, you can just kind of use your transports and then get your transports to actually board the enemy, and then just kind of win like that, just really willy-nilly like that. So like, yeah, right now I'm just going to give our boats some very, very general orders to board these enemy boats, and as soon as they do it, those boats are pretty much taken out of the fight and killed pretty much. Yeah, these guys are going to sail over here to harass them. And even if you close to harass, your transports carry about 120 lights to their numbers, to their like 40, to their maximum of 80, making these boats even more efficient. And they have the same range too. So I mean, no matter what, you're going to have to get inside that combat range. Yeah, so they're gonna prime. And that's going to set the boat on fire if it doesn't outright destroy it. Yeah, and that, like you saw there. And because of how cramped the boat decks are, these ships just manage to incinerate the enemy boats. They're trying to ram us, which I guess is the correct thing to do.
Transport ships at your command. Orders.
Another thing is that I just realized you can't view the ship's transport, the hull information very easily, so that's another problem.
Transport ships at
Not that
your
you need to
command.
though. So yeah, if you look at it, I mean our skirmish infantry are just pretty much melting the enemies' boats, and over here, yeah, we have an entire line of combat coming on. They can try to set our ships on fire though. That is a problem though. The transport ships obviously aren't that strong. And yeah, again, no real animations going on. You just see like bodies piling up. That's kind of strange. And that's just happening across this entire boat frontier. What we're not actively engaged in melee combat with, we've kind of just destroyed. through other means.
That's us, you tosspot!
So that was a fairly easy naval battle, I suppose. Yeah, and boats also have this like really long time to get all of their marines back on. But I mean, it does do the job in that it eliminates the entire enemy fleet, right? So that's kind of helpful. Still don't understand why those like we can't use our ballistae in naval combat. You would imagine that like you would put the siege equipment on the top of the boats when you transport them. And with that said, you would imagine that you'd be able to fire them. Granted that it would have some penalties. Looks like one of our Legion boats actually sank. So yeah, when you do engage in those naval battles, there's always like some risk like that. But hey, you know what? I'm willing to trade one Legion for destroying that that little cohort of ships.
Orders.
And besides, realistically, legions frequently operated well undermanned, just simply because of how the legions were kind of formed. They wouldn't really gain reinforcements over the course of their time. Again, it differentiates between different Roman periods, but for the most part, once a legion is formed, it typically didn't receive a lot of reinforcements, if any. Like what happened, it'd be more likely for your legion to actually combine with another legion after like a really gruesome battle, and then the legion's name would obviously change into something with the word Gemena inside it, I think, and then it just means a duel type of thing, and yeah. I don't really know why they operated well under strength. I think it's because most of the recruits are gained from one area when they are just kind of brought up. And with that said, recruiting on the go is kind of weird. And the second thing I believe is because it's a lot of work keeping track of records, seeing as how a legionnaire would serve for more than 10 years. And with that said, I mean, nobody wants to keep that much paperwork on a lot of people, though. Like for like citizenry stuff, you could just sign a piece of paper and go with it, right? But I think like the bureaucracy and the associated problems with having different people come from with like different people and different sign-up dates might have been a problem at the time. I mean, after all, they didn't have any sort of like mechanical way to sort through lists like that. Oh, and Libya is apparently gone too. Yeah, that was actually one of our smaller, people. So these guys are another faction that we need to subjugate. Now let's see, when can we begin the subjugation? I think I'll bring this fleet into combat. We'll do another sea battle, I suppose. I don't want to use the first legion on the sea right now. Actually, we can just auto-resolve these two, so we will. And that'll get rid of that, but we do need to stop what's happening over here. Yeah, you see here, even though that the meter was full, the boats are really susceptible to being lost. I really don't like that, considering that they take the same time to recruit as one of the trooper groups, which last like forever. So we'll come over here, use this combined force to get rid of all of these guys, kill all of the people there to just kind of teach them a lesson, and then we'll grab everybody, send them back onto the shore,
Not into those waters.
and we'll just leave them there, seeing as how they can't move any further. So, let's see what we can do. What can we do now? Not really that much, to be frank. Yeah, we can get these two boats starting to move into the area though. So we'll give them very general move orders, like all the way over here. Come on. Apparently the pathfinding can't go over there, but we're going to slowly get these people to move forward, I suppose. So we'll send them up here. Should probably put them on the double time setting. That'll help. And that'll move them to that area of combat. And I think the guard, the Praetorian Guard, is finally formed. So we can send them over there as well. This force still needs to be rebuilt, so we will rebuild them. And voila. That will be their Legion the Alpine.
Commander.
These guys are still forming up. And the Britons are ready to move, so this is good. Well, I think we'll end it like I think we'll end this session like that. It's been 58 minutes, close to an hour. Quite a lot of playtime, so yeah, we'll see you guys later on, in which we participate inside the campaign over there. Speaking about that campaign, I'm going to do one last thing before we leave, and that is, I think I'll try to convince these people.
You have my attention. Now, do not try to charm, wheedle, or cajole. For those, pain is...
Yeah, no, they're not going to budge. So I'll see you guys later on.